What's up, everybody, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to this very special episode of Actually Plays. What you are looking at here is the aftermath of a Tricube Tales adventure that I spun up and ran for my 5-year-old son. So the video today is going to actually be you watching us play through this little adventure of a town that's in peril. A fire is spreading through the forest, and the hero, my son's character that he made, Tommy, who's a brawny ranger with the perk of he's dexterous and the quirk of being afraid of foxes and wolves, which I totally forgot about and criminally underused in the adventure. But nonetheless, you'll get to see him take his adventurer on a few different obstacles that are set up to have him make some difficult decisions. And as the timer's running down and the fire's spreading, how's he going to save the village and save some of the people who are on the other side of the river? And it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I know he had a great time. He surprised me with some very interesting approaches and thoughts about things that could happen. Mostly stayed on point as far as the danger that was going on, except for a point where he decided he wanted to build a drawbridge. But who doesn't? It's okay to be doing some sitting planning while you're trying to save the village from impending doom. You know, just a little city planning in the back of your head is not a problem, I think. But in any case, I hope that you guys really enjoy this. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, I did use the Tales of Little Adventures to sort of establish this adventure that we played. This is one of the Tricube Tales micro settings. So yeah, that's enough for me. Enjoy the video. Let's do a little introduction for everyone that's watching. We have our town over here, right, Sebastian?
Yep.
We've got our town, and you've populated with all sorts of cool people. But the most important person for today is this guy, who is your character, Tommy. You decided he's a brawny ranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
His perk is that he's dexterous. He can do stuff with his hands very well. And that he's afraid of foxes and wolves. Right?
And then aren't we supposed to have a forest?
So the forest is over here. Take a look. We got the forest over here, and here's the forest fire. Oh no, there's a forest fire coming, and it's going to reach the town, right?
Right.
And so we want to try and find some ways to stop that.
But the pond will make a flood.
You think so?
Yeah.
Right? We put a dam up here, and what did we say dams do? They stop the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens if the dam goes away?
Flood.
Flood. And we've got a few other people over here on the other side close to the fire, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
We've got the lumberjack and his friend down here, who you made him living with. And this little symbol represents the axe, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lumberjack's axe. And then we have these people up here, the gypsies. And they're up here living in the wilderness. And the fire is coming, and they don't know about it. Right? So you've got Tommy over here, your character.
But maybe there's an animal trapped in the firewall.
Oof. If there's an animal in there, I don't know if we'll have time to save him. Because we can only do so many things before the fire spreads and reaches the town. So we need to make sure we save the town. But look at this. Another obstacle. The bridge was broken. We don't know why, but we're going to have to find a way across the river. What are some ways that you can get across the river that you can think of?
This way.
Ooh, make a bridge. Okay, so this reminds you of a bridge, right? The dam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we could build another bridge. It looks like we have some wood here.
Yeah.
Some people are actually really good at getting across rivers because they're agile. Now, we made your character brawny instead of agile, right?
Yeah.
So he might have a hard time crossing the river, but he might have an easier time building a bridge across the river, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we going to do first? We got all these people to take care of over here. We can't open the dam until we have the axe to chop it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's rumors of a scary crocodile near the dam. Ooh. All right, should we go ahead and get started?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do first? You're over here in town. You got to find a way across the river.
Well, we do have a log we can use to. Well, there is a tree here that this guy can. There is a non-stable tree that he can bonk down.
So you're asking if there is a big old dead tree that's right next to the river that could be knocked over?
To make a bridge.
Okay, so let's go ahead and set him right next to this, and we're going to do a skill check for this, right? We're going to roll some dice to see if he's able to do it, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember how this goes?
Yeah.
So he's brawny, so he gets to roll all 3 dice. You get to roll all 3 dice, and you're trying to roll. You want to roll them over here so that the people with the camera can see. You want to roll a 5 or a 6. Did you roll a 5?
Yes.
You rolled a 5. All right, that means you've succeeded. So you bonk the tree over. Go ahead and knock it over. And what we're going to do, Sebastian, I didn't mention it. Up here we have the timer. When there's no more eyes, the fire has reached the town. Taking that action used up 1 eye. All right? So we can only do so many things before the fire reaches the town. All right, what do you want to do next? Are you going to try and walk across this tree?
Uh-huh.
Does it take a lot of balance to walk across a tree?
No, this side is not cracked, so it won't fall in the river.
Sure, but the tree is round, right? So you have to walk balanced over it. So you're going to roll, since your character is brawny and not agile, you're going to roll 2 dice, and you need to roll a 5 or a 6. Right over here where people can see it. Did you roll a 5 or a 6?
No.
Oh, no! What does that mean? That means that you were walking across and you slipped. Bonk! But you slipped onto your butt and were able to catch yourself before you fall in the river. We're going to take away one of your character's resolve since you fell on your butt. You want to try again now, this time crawling across?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can roll 2 dice. And you need to roll a 4, 5, or a 6 right over here where people can see. What'd you roll?
A 4.
You rolled a 4. All right, that means that you're able to crawl your way across the log. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
We forgot to remove one of these. All right, the fire's growing.
The other side of it.
Oh, you want me to flip it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it says no.
That's right.
4.
Now the fire is growing. We got a few things we need to do. We need to warn the logging camp and get the axe. We need to warn the gypsies. We need to find a way to break the dam and possibly deal with this crocodile beforehand. All right, what's first? Should we go get an axe?
Yep.
That's probably a good idea because we can't do much else without the axe. So we're going to move down here.
And how we get the other side? It washed away.
Oh no, that's going to make things extra tough. I like the way you think, son. All right, so that little ad hoc bridge that we made washed away into the river. Wow, you really like to escalate things. I like that. I like that. All right, so now we've got the logging camp guys, and we need to convince them to let us...
And we can use their log.
Oh, to get back over the bridge?
Yeah.
You're going to try and carry this log with you up?
Yeah.
All right, we can
He's
do that.
strong.
You've got to remember, though, you only have so much time before the fire reaches everything else. So let's go ahead and warn. Are you going to warn them that there's a fire?
Yeah.
So they know to get out? And are you going to ask them to use the axe?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your dice. You need to roll a 4, 5, or 6 to use that axe. Over here where people can see it, okay?
Okay.
Right here. Did you roll a 4, 5, or 6?
No.
Wait a minute. Look carefully.
A 4.
You rolled a what? What's this?
A 3.
3. And what's this?
A 4.
A 4. You succeeded. Yeah, it didn't take much convincing, right? You showed them the smoke on the horizon, and they go, oh, no. Oh, but maybe they can't get across the river, so what are we going to do? Should we let them know that they need to take the log? Okay, so let them know they need to take the log, and they'll take the log with them and rebuild the bridge and get across. Sound good? Okay, so they're safe, and we remove a timer, and now you have the axe, so we'll have this right here. It represents the axe. Does that sound good? All right, now what do we need to do? The fire is continuing to grow. Should we warn the gypsies?
Yeah.
That might be tricky. They're pretty stubborn. They like to just stay out in the wilderness, and they don't trust city people like us. So,
How about we just pretend we're not city people?
oh, okay.
And just tell them we live in the wilderness. But how about let's just walk from their house into the wilderness and then find a tree to wear as a disguise and then go there.
You're going to disguise yourself as a tree? All right. Here, so that would be a crafty challenge, and your character is brawny, so you're going to get to roll 2 dice. Now, hang on a sec. Let me figure out how difficult this should be. I'm going to say you need to roll a 5 or a 6. Go ahead and roll the dice somewhere up here where it's open. Did you get a 5 or a 6?
No.
No, but look at this. This is a 4. You know how we can turn that into a victory?
Yep.
If we use your perk Dexterous.
What's that?
Dexterous, remember, that means that you're good with your hands. How can we use this to help convince them? Oh, because you were wearing that disguise, right? Let's say that you made a really good disguise as a tree, right? You used your dexterity to make a really fancy tree disguise.
How about it be the haunted tree to drag them to the log bridge and then to here? And
Well,
then,
here's-
and then we just push this right here so they can't get back.
So they can't get back? That is one option. However, that's going to take a lot of moves, and you only have so many. So by the time you get over here, the fire will have spread, and you won't have time to break the dam. So I think what you can do is you used up a karma to make a very fancy tree disguise, and you convinced them with your tree disguise that you're someone from the forest and that they should leave because the fire is spreading. So I think that you were able to persuade them. That's why we used up a karma. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you convinced them to go, and they go, oh gosh. All right, now they're over here in town as well. Everybody's watching as the fire spreads. Oh no.
And now we need to get to the other side.
Well, we need to do a couple things, right? So we need to break the dam so that the water will stop the fire. That's the only way to save the town.
But there'll be flood.
It'll flood the valley. But you see these lines here? Mm-hmm. This is a little valley, so the ground goes down, so the water won't go past this spot. It'll get just wide enough to stop the fire, but not so wide that it floods the city. Does that make sense? Okay.
I didn't know there was there for a ditch.
Yes, that's right. This is like a valley, like a ditch, right? And so you don't have to worry about that, but that is good thinking. I like the way you think. So now we have a couple options. You have a couple options, right? You can go up this way to break the dam, but you're going to have to deal with the alligator. Or you can spend some time going across this way to try and break the dam. You've only got 4 actions left. So time is of the essence. What do you think you want to do? Do you want to try and fight the...
How about he makes a lever bridge where it goes up?
That is a good idea after he's dealt with the fire situation, I think. Don't you think? Uh-huh. Yeah, we got to stop this fire.
We need a lever bridge so these guys don't get past.
Well, I think we've convinced them to stay away, from the fire.
Well, they haven't. They're still mad at us to take. Well, they still are convincing us to take them back home.
Oh, they're still going to try and convince us to take them back home? You know, I think they might, but we got to focus on this right now, right? Yeah. The fire is spreading, and it's going to be reaching the village soon. So for now, we're going to have to let them be mad at us and focus on getting this dam broken, right? Do you want to go this way and fight?
Yeah, but we need a rope.
A rope for the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that putting a drawbridge here is a really good idea. But right now, there's something very important that's happening. Can you think of what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
The logs.
The fire. Right? It won't matter what kind of bridge. It won't matter what kind of bridge we put here if it burns down because the fire spreads and destroys the town, will it? So your guy, remember, here's your options. You can go and attack. You can try and break the dam from this side, but you have to deal with the alligator. Or you can try and get across in time to break it from this side. Which would you rather do? Are you going to try and go against the alligator, or are you going to try and get around quickly? Now, keep in mind.
Quickly.
Okay, you're afraid of the alligator? Okay, that's fine. So you got to get across this bridge, and this is going to be an agility challenge. Okay, so go ahead and set your character right here. He's trying to get across the bridge again, and he needs to roll a 5 or a 6.
How about he makes the bridge balanced by these rocks?
That would take a lot of time, and I think the fire would spread before he can get that done.
2 rocks, maybe.
You think you could fit 2 rocks over there? Okay.
That would be
That'll be a brawny challenge and a crafty challenge, right? So I think we'll say because you're brawny, you're able to lift them over. And now you need to roll the dice to see if you're able to make a balanced bridge with it. So go ahead and roll a 5 or a 6 over here. Just 2 dice, though, because this is a crafty challenge and you're a brawny character. Go ahead and roll those 2 dice. You need a 5 or a 6. Hey, you got a 5. Okay, so you did successfully make a much...
Are we already taking... Is it going to be a long picture?
Yeah, we're recording a video, which is kind of like a long picture, right? All right, so that action took up some time, so the fire is spreading some more. Oh, no! All right, but you did make a much more stable bridge, which means that you can roll a 4, 5, or a 6 to get across it. Roll a 4, 5, or 6 over here. Did you get a 4, 5, or 6?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. All right, sweet. So you're able to get across the bridge, no problem. Now you've got to run up here really quick.
But you have to walk because of the axe. It's sharp.
Oh, well, he's got to be quick, though, because look, you've only got 2 more eyeballs left before the fire has spread all the way to the town and destroys everything. The alligator runs into the water and goes for a swim because it's getting hot with that fire. All right, son, what do you think? Do you think you can get over there fast enough? Let's roll. You need a 5 or a 6. Roll him over here where people can see him.
Oops, can you go get it?
Yeah, no problem. Here you go, bud. You can roll right here if you'd like. Did you get a 5 or a 6?
I got a 6 and a 5.
6 and a 5. So not only are you able to get up here really fast, but you're able to make a big swing of the axe into the dam. But it's not done yet. Hold on a second. We've got to put up how much effort it takes to get through this dam. So the fire is spreading, and oh my gosh, it's right here on the shore. Hold on now. Let's get some little symbols to represent the effort it takes to break the dam. All right, so it takes 2 effort, and because you did 2 successful dice, it's called a critical success, which means not only did you get up here fast enough like you were trying to, but you did use the axe to chop the wood. Chop, chop, which takes away 1 effort. So you need only 1 more success. You ready to do this? You excited? Do you think you'll be able to break the dam in time?
Yes.
All right.
Maybe we need to slice it in half and then pull these away.
You think so? All right, so you're Bronny, so you get to roll 3 dice. Go ahead and try and roll them here. You need a 5 or a 6. Did you get a 5?
5.
5. Okay, so that takes away 1 effort, which removes 1 more of the logs from the dam. And, oh, there's so much water that... Whoosh. You want to have the water wash everything away? Good, wash everything away with your hand. Whoosh. Whoosh.
And then the rocks get stuck right here, and then
Oh.
and then the logs get washed up onto land.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the logs kind of go to the side of the water because the water's going all through here, and it splashes and puts out the fire. And so the fire is pushed back to just like right here, and it's too far for the fire to jump over the river, the new river you've created. And the town is saved. Congratulations, Sebastian. You did it. Are you excited?
Yeah, now let's...
Give me 5.
Now what? Dad, can you do another video?
You want...
Can we do another video this time with volcanoes?
Oh, volcanoes, your favorite adversary, your favorite obstacle in your games, right?
Yeah.
Well, we can't do one right now because I have to plan one out. I'll plan out a game for you that deals with volcanoes as the primary obstacle to overcome. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right, so for now, we're going to end this video. Can you say bye?
Bye.
All right.
Can we tell them, make sure you just see pns.org on Deep Blue Plus.
On Deep Blue Plus. pns.org on Deep Blue Plus. Okay, now the people know. Good job, son.
Bye!
All right, guys, so there you have it. That was my adventure with my 5-year-old son using Tricube Tales. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know my son is very interested to hear what you guys thought. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I hope that you guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.